How's it going, everyone? Welcome to week one of the course. So every week in the course, all of our content will be organized within a weekly module. In addition to the intro video, like you're watching now, you'll have a checklist. And what this checklist does is kind of provide a snapshot of all of the tasks that you need to do for a particular week. So each row corresponds to a task. It could be something as simple as watching an intro video, watching an actual lecture. We'll see in a minute that our lectures are actually PowerPoint files that when you open up, they have links to videos kind of contained within them in the kind of subsection slides. And it also, more importantly, lists the deliverables that you have for that week. So for example, this week, the only thing that we have due is our first discussion board. The deliverables from the lecture this week will actually start next week, just due to the online asynchronous nature of the course. We want to make sure that everyone has at least about a week in order to turn stuff in after they watch the actual lecture. So in addition to the column corresponding to the tasks that you have for a particular week, you have this recommended date column. This is if you're kind of beginning your material on Monday and working through Sunday, where I think you should try to be at each particular date throughout the week. If that isn't your schedule, feel free to ignore this. The key point is I'm trying to encourage you to kind of distribute the work over multiple days. That way you can sleep on it multiple times and ideally absorb as much of it as possible in the long term. This graded and due date column allows you to quickly see which stuff is not graded, even though anything on this list, of course, it is highly encouraged that you do, and there will be future graded assignments that are contingent upon understanding the materials, particularly in the lecture. However, this just allows you to make sure that anything that had to be due this week that you had in, you'll notice that the majority of time, this will be the Sunday of the end of that particular week. So usually it would be like 6/11. However, since in week one, we have the smart drop date, the third date of the course, I did make this the date of our original discussion board assignment. The notes, the date completed column rather, that's for you if you want to use this as kind of a checklist and combine them as you go throughout the course, just to know, hey, I did this on that date. You can fill in this column. And then the notes column allows me to communicate to you when particular items will go up. As I mentioned in the video that you watched, the course and instructor intro lecture, not everything is going to post on the first, not everything will post on Monday of that week. And that's, again, to try to encourage you to kind of distribute your work throughout the week. So sorry to those of you, if you happen to be one of these people that has to work on Monday, just shoot me an email and we can try to arrange something. But hopefully all of you are at least able to work a couple times during the week. And that will just allow me to communicate when you can expect things to go up. So you notice here, everything will either go up on Monday or Wednesday. All of the content for this week is up, other than the Intro to Computing lecture, which will go up on Wednesday. So I mentioned that I would show you how to access some stuff on Canvas in this video. If you want to look at our course syllabus, just click on the course syllabus link over here to the left, and it is stored in simple syllabus. You can see some additional information that was presented in summary in that course and instructor intro lecture, like the learning outcomes, the different assessments that we'll have in the course, and so on. In addition, you'll see in the materials here, I have that you need a MATLAB student license. That's one thing on your checklist this week, is to set that up. In addition, I did request a book for this course. However, the publisher has not integrated it yet into our Canvas site. So I don't want to bring it up just in case it's one of these things. I've had it happen in the past with Barnes & Noble, where it takes like a week and a half or 2 weeks to get set up. So I will bring it up when I get an update on it. However, for now, just note that A, most importantly, you don't have to buy a book for the course. And B, when we get access to it, you will access it through this Alamo Books Plus link. So one of the nice things about it, I'm hoping, is that it might provide a bit of automated grading on the coding side of things. That way I can give you more assignments than I traditionally do in the course. I do like to grade things manually myself, but particularly in an 8-week course, it's easy to become overwhelmed with that. So to give you kind of additional opportunities to practice your programming, it's something that I'm thinking about doing, at least using the homework platform of our textbook. In addition to that, I'll share announcements occasionally. You might want to make sure that your email is configured, or your Canvas settings rather, are configured to automatically notify you, however you would prefer, via text or email when an announcement was made. What that will allow me to do is avoid sending too many actual emails to the class. Whenever anything's really, really important, I will send an email to the class, but I like to predominantly use the announcements function. And one thing that I try to do, kind of based upon my own preferences as a student, is not overwhelm you with actual announcements. So I'll try to restrict those to 1 or 2 times a week. I'll probably make an announcement here shortly just to kind of get it started and let you know that the initial material for the week 1 module is posted. So I think that's all you need, other than maybe like the grades link, which I'm sure you all will know how to find. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If not, I will see you all. I think we have office hours. I always get these confused when I'm teaching a couple classes this summer. But I think your alls are on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. But be sure to check the actual lecture. Actually, this is a good point. I can show you how the lectures in the PowerPoint file look. So whenever you see anything named lecture at the end, if you click on that, you'll want to download it. It is a PowerPoint file. And there are kind of subsection slides. It'll take a minute here, pretty big one. I'm actually just going to pull it up on my computer because I, of course, already have it downloaded. There we go. Here, of course, right when it goes, you can see. So if you try to use the reader integrated in Canvas, you might run into some issues. But these are the subsection slides that I'm speaking of, and those contain links to YouTube channels for actual video lectures for each module. Module 1 just gives you some background information about me, but Module 2 gives you some information about the actual course. We go over those learning outcomes, as I mentioned, and in addition, there is the course office hours on there, which I thought my guess was Wednesday at 5 o'clock. And it looks like it is Wednesday from 5 to 6. So I will post an announcement on Wednesday with that Zoom link, just reminding you of where that to meet me with office hours. If you have any questions, I'm sure this week will be pretty light, but happy to meet you at your convenience. So have a great week, and I will talk to you all soon.